Okay, y'all, listen. I have a feeling that this is going to bless you, but I'm going to warn you, it's probably going to check you before it bless you, because that's how it did me. So listen, I got these garden beds, right? And because I be thinking I'm a gardener, okay? And if you look at them right now, they are a hot mess. It does not look like a gardening season is upon you. However, I be out here gardening. And actually last season, my first year, I did so good, had a little harvest. I was like, this year, we're going to do this thing. It's going to be bigger and it's going to be better. So that was my intention. The only thing is that life has been lifing. And I, didn't get my garden the way I wanted to. And I've been in my feelings about it. And so it really made me feel like I missed the season, because it wasn't the right season, didn't get stuff in the ground. And so you feel like you missed your opportunity. Well, the other day I'm thinking about all this and the Lord is like, but why are you grieving a season that you didn't plan in, that's come and gone, when you're literally at the threshold of a new season, and all you have to do is prepare yourself now for the season you're about to walk into? Y'all, because why we do that? Why do we get so consumed with what didn't happen yesterday, and we allow that to rob us of the gift of what is today? And we get so consumed in like old seasons that we don't even recognize we are in a new season. And then the Lord went even deeper and he said, Dory, you do realize that seasons comes with capacities, right? Every season has a required capacity that produces the needed harvest for that time. I said, ooh, that's deep. But that truth really hit me, because honestly, in my need to prove my fruitfulness from last season, I was about to sow and try to plant in a season that I really didn't have the capacity for. And I never asked God if that was what I was supposed to do in this season. I just assumed because last season was fruitful that I should do it in this season. And we really have to stop doing that, right? Because the truth is that had I sown when I wanted to sow and did what I wanted to do, I wouldn't have had the capacity to be faithful over it. So stewardship doesn't always look like productivity. Sometimes stewardship looks like refusing to let what God has entrusted you with go to waste, right? Now, here's the part. Today, my husband goes and he starts cutting down all those tall weeds. And tell me why right in the middle of all those overgrown weeds was a tomato plant. And remind you, I didn't plant nothing this year. So this is one from the old season back. So literally, I've been sitting here all evening looking at this tomato plant. And it hit me and I realized something. That while I was grieving an old season and what I wasn't able to do in that season, life had already moved on. And growth was still happening while I was over here mourning something that didn't really require mourning. So that tomato isn't just evidence of protected seed, but it's proof that one season doesn't cause the ending of anything. And literally, God has a way of allowing something to grow right in the middle of what you thought was failure. And so today I had to get hit with the thing that the only thing that has been stuck back in spring was me, right? So I'm going to ask you the same question I had to ask myself today. Can you still see life in the middle of what you're calling failure? Because what if the question isn't, what did I miss? But what if the question is, what is this season asking of me right now? What seed has God placed in my hands for right now? What needs to be prepared today so that I'll be ready for what's next? Because the truth is, y'all, if we really just stop mourning old seasons and old days and all of those different things, I have a feeling that we'll notice that there's been life growing the whole time, even in the weeds, even in what feels like waiting, even what feels like missed opportunities in old seasons. The truth is, we have to learn how to discern the seasons that we're in and plant what's meant for that season in that season. And then we trust God with the harvest. So I pray that this blesses you. So what has God placed in your hand? What's the seeds? What's your next? And what season are you really in? So whatever you do, live the chosen and true life. Love you guys. See you next time.